Everyone in the state is dealing with the wildfires or droughts in one way or another. But what do these current conditions mean for our big game animal population and the upcoming hunting season? The short answer is, it's complicated. That's because mild winters that result in the fire seasons like the one we're dealing with right now also mean higher winter survival rates for our deer, elk, moose, and pronghorn. Fires also lead to new growth and nutrition, which benefits our wildlife. But it's obviously not all positive.
Right now, with the dry summer, it makes it really difficult from a nutrition standpoint trying to get them get the food that they need. And so we start to see, especially with the young, their survival rates may drop off. They become more susceptible to predation. Their malnutrition really getting them ready for this upcoming winter makes it really harder for them to make through it.
And it turns out the biggest threat to wildlife isn't the danger of the fire itself, but what it causes.
We don't typically see a lot of direct mortality loss as a result of those fires. We certainly displace wildlife, and then they wind up competing with other wildlife that's already exists in other situations, other conditions.
And as Brian reminded me, even with the early fire season raging on right now, things aren't exactly doom and gloom for our wildlife or upcoming hunting season.
The adults typically cope. They figure out how to adjust. We may see some added mortality for some of the young, especially coming up if we have a difficult winter. But at the same time, this is not something new for wildlife. They do address those kinds of situations, and after the fires are over, a lot of times we have really good recovery, and it can be a real benefit to wildlife.
Brian added that as of right now, hunters shouldn't expect too many changes this upcoming fall. But wildlife populations always fluctuate, so it's important to double check those FWP regulations on the FWP website. To make it easy, we've got a link to that in this story on our website. Reporting from Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News.